All right, so I want to talk about bottom brackets, removal, and essentially, I mean, I guess it's mostly removal, but just essentially how they move, I mean, tightening them and all that stuff. It's just kind of funny stuff. So, all right. So going back to a video I made the other day, I talked about pedals, and pedals tighten towards the front of the bike. They loosen towards the back of the bike. Right? So everybody messes up the non-drive side because it's backwards. Everybody strips the threads on the cranks. Kind of normal. Well, it turns out bottom brackets are the exact opposite, right? So they tighten towards the back of the bike and they loosen towards the front of the bike. And also let me start. I'm talking about the old school cranks like Shimano UN sealed, bottom brackets. Yeah, they had those whole series of UNs for like decades that just, were the go-to bottom bracket for almost every bike, actually. And then, some people like got high-end, lighter bottom brackets, but it really wasn't a common part to upgrade, to be honest. Nowadays, bottom brackets have changed, and I'm not commenting on them. I'm not commenting on the hollow tech stuff and any of that. I'm talking about good old school bottom brackets from back in the day, which is still in the huge percentage of bicycles that people are riding this day. And generally you need a bottom bracket tool, but keep in mind, so towards the back is tightening, and towards the front is loosening, so you don't strip out the other side, as opposed to the pedals. Okay, so that being said, so that I kind of defined exactly how you remove a bottom bracket, right? Kind of, not really. It turns out, I remember the first time I tried to take one out, it's like I put in the work stand, and I mean, I'm working on it. I'm like, I can't get it out. I mean, I spray some stuff, I can't get it out. And I actually remember I was like, I don't need to replace the bottom bracket that bad. I let that one go. And then I remember like a decade plus ago, it was quite a while ago. I don't remember exactly when. It was over a decade ago. I met a friend, and I asked him, it's like, how do you do this stuff? How do you replace bottom brackets? Because these are like impossible to get out. And he showed me the trick. He's like, you can't use a work stand. He's like, because the work stand's flex. You do use all this energy, right, on the bottom bracket. All that happens is you're not moving the bottom bracket, you're moving the work stand. The work stand's moving. The whole thing is bending, and we're talking about good work stands, solid work stands. They flex. Really? No, I mean, I had, my shop, I had commercial grade, work stands. They flex. So how do you solve that problem? So he gave me the trick. You flip the bike upside down. There's no work stand. There's no flex. You're talking about the ground. So you want a solid, I guess you don't want to do it on a foam, room, where the thing's going to flex like wildfire. That's ridiculous. It's the same problem, you know what I mean? You're doing all this energy and you're just going to bend the foam. Yeah, but if you have a solid, tile floor, wood floor, just whatever, I guess, thick carpeting would stink. But once you flip it upside down, and concrete's a dream because I don't think concrete flexes hardly at all. And once you flip it upside down, all your energies actually go to moving, the shell of the bottom bracket out. So it's kind of cool. So that's the trick, right? And this only applies to old school bottom bracket. Generally, it's Shimano UN series. They had like, I think, UN 51, UN 71, UN 91, and as you go higher numbers or higher quality, they didn't cost anything. They were all cheapo. It's just a little bit more money, but the entire bike market was using essentially those bottom brackets for decades. Anyway, all right, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it.